What's up, dudes? Okay, now Spirit said, please explain, useful things and common phrases and the concept of, I did it first. Okay? So, for example, say somebody has a blog and somebody has a podcast that has kind of the same name. Yeah. Well, let's critically think it out. If somebody happened to come up with a podcast that has the same name as a blog I did a long time ago, am I going to get butthurt? No, the answer is no. And I'll tell you why. Because there are some things that are useful things, and this is where the lesson starts. So me in cold Minnesota could say, my feet are cold and I need to come up with a foot covering to get my feet warm. And all of a sudden, I create a sock. Say I had never, ever even heard of a sock before. But I take out my yarn and I put on a sock. I create it and I'm like, I made this new thing called a sock. There is absolutely a 100% chance that somebody in cold Russia on the other side of the world who's never heard of me has also had cold feet and some yarn, and they created the exact same thing. There are certain things that are called useful things, and you can't really own copyright or trademark or anything on that because you're not the only person who's ever come up with that idea. It's a collective thing. And you can't say, I can't say, no, I made up a sock. Nobody else in the whole world now can make socks. It was my idea. Because it's a useful thing. So, for example, my blog was a memoir blog. And it's very common for people who are talking about memoirs to say how I remember it. So we have to be very careful when we get into tits or tats of this person did it first, this person did it first. It's very possible for two people to have a ding and do a similar thing at the same time. And it has nothing to do with either of them. So somebody may be getting really butthurt over something or something like that. Just critically think it. Is this a useful thing? Is this something that is a common phrase? And are you compassionately interpreting? All right. There's the message. Empathy is more rebellious than a middle finger man, and it makes you feel better.